quite literally off the charts as the ball is up. The game is on. Clippers win the tap. They'll have the ball to open up the fourth and final frame as well. Batum has been getting the starts in this preseason as he gives to George for a three. Batum will
defender, but this guy continues it when the game starts.
Kawhi tries to retaliate. He's only George to Beverly, a catch and shoot three, and he knocks it down. He
stopped Donovan Mitchell when he penetrates from getting to the rim and dunking or finishing.
Now Kawhi Leonard can be. Well, Utah has come into this season with a hope to shoot more threes and play at a higher pace. Beverly, a rhythmic three. Risk moving. Spent 8 years with Utah. A nice pickup for them. Beverly in tandem with Zubac. And the Clippers kick it off on the 22nd. Jackson down the lane. Floater blocked. Picked up by Bogdanovich. Batum has to leap to gather. Clippers have time. Zoo screens for George, gets to the rim. Utah by 2. This is George. Cross-court pass to Terrence Mann, who actually leads the team in minute, but can finish with both. Jackson the floater not there. Zubac creating space. Oh! Jackson to Zubac. Challenges go back.
Snow Wasset, but Brian, I know you and I were tweeting about that this morning. I had to Google Snow Wasset.
Lou. George can't shed his defender Shaquille Harrison, who's a very gifted perimeter defender. Now gets some assistance from Kabengele. Rises in the played 8 of these first 12 minutes. Backs down on his defender. Gets into the paint. Gets a good look.
Under pressure.
Lou Williams. The drive and the dish to Kennard. A little give and go. And now Lou reappears. But Fee Kabengele feels about 10 feet tall right now. And he should. Kennard. A step back.
Hold the team. 37% shooting the basketball. That's a nice job.
Utah 10 for 27. Clippers 12 for 19. Kennard snakes his way into the lane. Gives it to Lou. Picked up by Ingles. Lou with 2 on the clock. Feeds inside. Deflected. Gets it back out. 5:32. Clippers lead. Kabengele sets the screen for George, who penetrates and pitches to Batum. Beverly picked up by Clarkson.
Elbow series. Here you see it.
Leonard lobs to Zoo. Air gives to Zoo, who hands it off to George. Slaloms his way to the foul line.
No.
I don't either. I was checking. Leonard gets his screen but ignores it from Zoo, then uses it. Mid-range 58. And yet we're tied past the midway point of his second quarter. Leonard, a catch and shoot for George. Utah led 7-2 early on. That was their largest cushion. Leonard for 3. Kawhi with a sense of urgency gives to Batum for a catch and shoot 3. Again, that was a point of emphasis for Quinn Snyder and the Utah Jazz. Lob pass to minutes to play in the first half. Beverly snakes his way to the free throw. Speaking of Kawhi, picked up by O'Neal. It's a screen from Zubac. Scores as much as he does. Knocks down a couple. Batum curls. Catches. Kennard. Nice pass inside to Batum. To be competitive, it was an absolute blowout if you made 10 or more back in the year 2000. Who knows what happened back in the mid-'80s as Paul George. My preparation for tonight's game.
They say you never stop learning.
What a terrific night this is. Paul George and the Clippers trail by 10. Batum gives to Leonard. Squares up for the mid-range. George disappears behind a Zoo screen. 20 of their first 30 games were on the road.
It was something wild.
Absolute brutal schedule.
Coach of Atlanta, my first head coaching job. There were 9 that particular season that took place, and of those 9, Brooklyn, Indiana, Oklahoma.
Priorities 1, 2, and 3. Stay healthy. Lou Williams to a wide open Batum for 3. Tell me that's good.
That's pretty darn good.
Does the broadcast a max extension under his belt? I feel pretty good about what the results are going to be. If he is blessed with health, look out. Lou
on execution that time to get the open look.
Lou gets around the defense of Ingles. Goes to his tempo for the Clippers. Sidestepping Clippers 74. Kennard's getting paid by the dribble. He's a rich man on this possession, under 9 to shoot.
And that's one of the things that Ty Lue's trying to stop is the ball being.
Jackson, he glides in
Thus
with a
far, Kawhi has 22 minutes, Paul George 25 minutes. Will they use either one of those in the fourth quarter?
Kennard stays out there, lobs it to.
Pretty solid play. You can just watch him out there. He's under control all the time, has an idea what he wants to do while he's out on the floor.
Played well in the playoffs for the Jazz. Will make every coach smile when you see that happen. Here's Kennard. Make every offensive player frown. 98-83. Kennard picked up by Oni for Utah. We'll talk about him with time in a second. And tries to find Kennard. It's picked off, and here come the Jazz the other way. Forrest jump. Man picked up by Niang. Again, coming into this game, Man had played more minutes in the preseason than any other Clipper. Coffee gets a screen from his one-time teammate in Minnesota. Clippers led by 6 in the first half. They were 13 of 20 to open up the ball game. The offense fizzled out as the game went on. Lob to Kabengele. In traffic, no. Oturu has the loose ball. Clippers do not have a lot of time. Kennard is over. Coffee left alone. That provokes a 3. That's how big his hands are. I guess he doesn't carry a wallet. Here is Oturu. Gets into the paint. Tries to put up a shot. Can't find any room. Gives it to his collegiate teammate Amir Coffee. Lets it go from 20 for a variety of reasons. And I say that as a Jayhawk. Here is Terrence Mann. Tucker. He's gifted athletically.
Over the 24-second clock for as long as you can in the game. Is it 25 minutes? Is it 30 minutes? Is it?
We'll go 3-0. Clippers will fall to 0-3. I'm not here to overreact. I am not concerned. As Terrence, one offer from Yale. He took it, graduated. Ivy League education going to help break down the pick and roll for Quinn Snyder and company for the Jazz. Tucker launches from 20. A few more days left in 2020, but not a surprise with the Clippers reaching out into the community. It has been a priority for Steve Ballmer since he took. So glad to see Steve Ballmer, and he was on the jump today, and it was really interesting. He was talking about building the new arena and was asked, is that a big difference maker? He said, yes, it is. That we all have to kind of adapt to right now. You can wear a mask, wash your hands, stay socially distant. Maybe we can see front. Lob to Tucker again. He is an acrobat. A man directing traffic. Oturu with the size advantage on Oni, draws a crowd, plays back up to Tucker. Late in the clock, back to Kabengele. Straight away, we approach a minute to play here in the fourth quarter. Oturu backing down on the block, turns, spins. Soreness that kind of popped up in the bubble. Trying to make sure in a crazy season as Coffee fires the 3. No. Active possession of the game here. Man into the paint. The running right-hander is short, and that will do it. The Clippers stayed healthy through the